Hi, I'm Marla Coffin, the President and CEO of MARDA Management. I wanted to take this opportunity to share with our property owners and all of the investors that have been with our company some of the things that we're doing to invest and grow as a business. Many of you have been with our company since we were small and have certainly been with us through some of our growing pains. And I thought it was important to come on and try to share with you, our customers, some of the things that we're doing to invest into making our services better for you. The first thing I want to share with you is our core values. This is something that we've rolled out several months ago here at MARDA Management, and our core values are something that we really feel have built the foundation of this business and that will allow us to go from good to great. Our first core value is customer. We want to create a frictionless customer experience. And that should be true for our property owners, our tenants, and our vendors alike. We are striving to be in a position where we can ensure that we are providing that level of service, and we are reinvesting into our staff resources, into some of the things we can do to be more efficient, to make sure that we're providing that frictionless experience for all of our customers. Secondly is growth. We at MARDA are committed to the growth of our property owners, our employees, and our company. Thirdly is culture. Above all, we are a team. We bring our authentic selves to work every day. And lastly is speed. We want to think, act, and respond quickly, period. Many of you who have been with us for some time know that rapid response has always been one of the fundamental components that myself and Dale built this business on. We are taking that to the next level and working diligently to invest as necessary to be able to ensure that our full staff set carry on rapid response to our customer base. So speed is certainly one of those core values. One of the things that we are striving to do in the coming months and as we approach year end of 2021 is we want to do things that will help demonstrate that MARDA will outperform. We want to outperform not only our competitors, but we want to outperform ourselves. We want to outperform all of the services we've provided to our client base in the past and show you how great of a service provider we can be and how great of a steward we can be looking after your asset here in the Windsor, Essex, or Chatham-Kent regions. I want to share with you a couple of new things that we're rolling out. You can expect to receive email correspondence with some details on both of these things, but I thought it would be nice to share them here with you today. The first is something called the Predictive Index. You may have heard of it, maybe through your career or personal life. The Predictive Index is a behavioral assessment. It's a very short 2-question quiz, if you will, that essentially provides extensive information about your personality, about your strengths, about where you work best and how you work best. We at MARDA like to call it the back of the t-shirt. So, the idea is you always know what's on the front of the t-shirt, but you don't always get to see what's on the back. The Predictive Index is something we implemented at MARDA Management early this year, and we have done so among our entire staff base, which is now up to over 45 people. And in addition to that, we have chosen not to bring on any new staff members until we go through the Predictive Index with them. The reason I'm sharing this with you today is because we have decided that going forward, we will be rolling the Predictive Index out as an option for our property owners to do. It's very easy, it's very short, and it can provide extensive and robust insight into who you are, who you might work best with, what kind of service you might need, because every individual is different. Some individuals want more frequent communication than others, and some individuals want more detail than others might want. And providing that level of insight to us as a service provider can really help gain the momentum necessary for us to go from good to great. In addition, we'd like to offer the Predictive Index to your partner, whether that's your spouse, business partner, the person you own your real estate with, because understanding how you work and interact with that person can be absolutely priceless for you in terms of your own ability to grow and scale your portfolio, if that's your goal. This will be offered at no cost to our property owners and will just be something that's quick and easy to do but that can absolutely create impeccable insight for you and for us. We'll also be sharing with you, our owners, the predictive index of your client relations manager to help you understand where their strengths lie and how they are as a person. It's hard when you first come on board. Some of you have been with us a long time. Some of you have great insight into those that you're working with, and we have great insight into who you are. But in others, that's just not the case. And we want to make it easier as a way to compress time. Instead of spending the next 2 years getting to know how you are and adjusting our service level based on what we're learning, we'd rather learn it after a 2 to 3 minute quiz that can be done quickly, and we can help set expectations appropriately to ensure that our relationship and your asset flourishes in our region. There will be an email sent out with more details about how to fill out the predictive index. And again, it is voluntary and it is at no charge. So it's something that you can take advantage of that can help strengthen our relationship, your approach to things, and how we go forward together. The second thing that I want to share is something that we're going to be rolling out with respect to our inspections. As you know, we currently do an inspection at the time of move-in and another one at the time of tenant move-out. The inspection is posted to the portal and traditionally consists of several pages of PDF photos and commentary that describes the state and condition of the unit, including, in the case of move-out inspections, the condition in which it was left by the tenant. We would like to consider expanding these inspections based on demand from our client base. We have had feedback from you, our customers, that indicate that when a resident lives there and we don't necessarily have reason to enter the home, that perhaps we could provide a better service level by making sure that we are getting into these homes and seeing what's going on, identifying potential areas of damage, identifying potential behavioral concerns, identifying anything that might be costing the property owner money that may not be going reported by the tenant. For example, a running toilet, a leaking faucet. These are things that we encourage our tenants to report to us, but sometimes they don't. And it costs our landlords and our property owners money. And in an effort to make sure that we are being cost effective and ensuring that your bottom line makes sense, we think consideration for increased inspections is something that we can bring to the table. Our intention is to roll this in with the already existing and required annual smoke detector inspections. The reason for that is there's no sense spending money sending someone to do an inspection and separately spending money sending someone to check your smoke detector, which is required by the Ontario Fire Code. So what we'd like to do is we'd like to roll these inspections together where we would attend your property, we would go into the occupied unit, we would test the smoke detector as required, we would check out the unit, take extensive pictures, very similar report producing that we would say for a move-in or move-out inspection, but it would allow us to have insight and provide necessary action items on behavioral concerns, on damage or issues within the home that we can address before they get out of control or before they grow beyond measure. And that's a way that we think we can bring something to the table that can help really protect your assets and protect your bottom line. Our intention is to do 2 of these per year, and we would allow our property owners, if you so desire, to opt out of one of them. We will maintain one as mandatory as it will be part of your annual smoke detector inspection. However, the secondary one would be something you could opt out of. These inspections will be conducted at a discounted rate as well to our regular move-in and move-out inspections so that we can ensure we're getting eyes on your property and getting communication going and any action necessary as required to protect your asset. We will be rolling this out later this month with more information by email, but I felt it was important to introduce here today to let you know where that's coming from and why we're doing it. We agree with the feedback we've received. We need to get into these homes more to protect your asset and your investment. So that's something that we are looking to do. Lastly, I just want to make sure all of our property owners know that unless otherwise requested, we have issued N1 rent increases for all of our tenants for January 1st, 2022, now that the ban has been lifted by the Ontario government, so that has already been completed. As COVID restrictions begin to lift, we are seeing things normalize in the Windsor market in terms of rentals, and we are hoping that as we go forward in the coming months, we will continue seeing more of that. I would like to take the opportunity to thank each and every one of you, our customers, as you've been so good to us throughout the COVID season. I know that it hasn't been easy for many of you, and we have been working as a team diligently to mitigate that challenge wherever possible. I hope that you have a safe and enjoyable holiday season as we approach year end of 2021. And please stay tuned for future updates. Thanks so much and have a wonderful day.